everything old is new again. Welcome back to the 90s. Why is this video about the 90s? Well, guess what? As everybody kind of knows, nostalgia sells. Nostalgia is a little part of your brain that remembers a good time back in the 90s based on the games that you played. And it wasn't really necessarily about the games that you played. It was about the feelings, the associations, the friends, and everything you have that went into the nostalgia factor. But nostalgia sells. I'll give you an example on things, media and everything that's been coming out. First of all, we obviously have Spyro. And Spyro is making a comeback, and finally making a comeback to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, unfortunately. I say Xbox One only unfortunately because it was originally exclusive to the PlayStation, and it would be kind of cool to keep that up. Again, it's a nostalgia thing. It has nothing to do. The game's going to be great on whatever system you play it with. It's just a nostalgia thing. So, basically, yeah, it's coming back. And, my favorite game, Ripto's Rage, is included. They included Spyro 1, 2, and 3 into this remaster, just like Crash 1, 2, and 3 got remastered last year. And Toys for Bob is making it, so I'm kind of excited about it. But it's not just Spyro that's getting remakes. Other video games are getting remakes as well. And it's, again, touching that nostalgia factor. A company called THQ Nordic, which, if you remember, THQ developed a lot of 90s and early 2000 Nickelodeon games. And the Nickelodeon games, some of them were actually pretty fun. I remember Rugrats Studio Tour. It was great. It was really cool because as a kid, you're seeing these cartoons kind of become animated and be able to play with them. And always it made me, I really thought it was really cool to see I'm watching a TV show on a video game. And that was always the coolest thing to me, to be able to see that. And I don't know why it was always really cool, but it's just something that stuck in your head. You're like, oh, these graphics are actually pretty decent, and for the time, they were fine. They did what they could with as limited technology as they had. So THQ Nordic is releasing video games from the 90s and early 2000s, like the SpongeBob games, the Jimmy Neutron games, Invader Zim, Rugrats, thankfully, and other video games that were older. I think Wild Thornberrys is getting a re-release and everything like that. But it just proves that nostalgia sells, apparently, and other people are slowing down for some reason on the highway. Huh. Anyways, this is why my eyes are on the road and not on the other situation. So, anyways, my point is, as I'm getting obviously focused on what I'm driving with, my point is that these video games sell with nostalgia. Angry Beavers, I think, is on the list, which is weird, but I think it's on the list. Anyways, point is that these sell. These video games will sell because of nostalgia. They absolutely will sell, and they like re-releasing games, and they like re-releasing movies, and everything is coming back to the 90s, which I think is actually kind of neat. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped for it. It's nostalgia, but I'm pretty excited about the changes and the re-releases and everything like that. Remasters into HD, it makes sense. These were in a lower resolution of 4:3, so making them widescreen is cool. And something tells me that with the amount of titles that they have, they may end up just reshading and doing some cool things where they emulate the process, which is perfectly fine to me. But I'm really, really excited about this. Old shows are getting re-released too. I mean, God, what show is getting re-released? Rocko's Modern Life is getting a movie. Hey Arnold got a movie, and it was not bad. It felt like I was watching Hey Arnold from the 90s, right? Nostalgia sells. I think that's the current bandwagon we are on in terms of our media, and things are making a comeback. It's kind of cool, because I think this has happened before. My father was telling me that, you know, they've done this stuff before. I think like 90s may have had an 80s scenario where they were playing some 80s stuff. 80s may have had a 70s and so forth. Things kind of revolved into like a nostalgia period. And I think what they do is, I think a lot of things, people reminisce about older times, and they know that this sells and people reminisce about them. I mean, God, the pop figures that have released stuff, I've bought pop figures because it's touched my nostalgia factor. I bought Pinky and the Brain, I bought Cat Dog, I bought other Rugrats. I mean, geez, there's so many of them out there, and they're selling like hotcakes. This is a good year for video games, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out, which I'm really, really excited about as well. Is it hitting nostalgia? No. At that point, it's not hitting a nostalgia point for me, because I've been playing the games. They've had the remaster, so it just seems like a series that's been very dynamic. But anyways, it's a lot of fun. A lot of cool things are coming, and I can't wait to play them. And I'm going to be playing them on this channel. I am definitely going to be playing them on this channel. It's good to be a nerd. It's good to be a geek. And I am really, really excited to talk about everything old is new again. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely stay tuned for more videos.